Boise State, 31-1. And Jason, you had an unseeded opponent. Could you tell us a little bit about facing your opponent in the semi?
I wrestled him earlier in the year, so I kind of got familiar with him a little bit early on. And this tournament's crazy. Sometimes the seeds don't end up like they should be. So I knew to expect anybody out of that quarter to wrestle, and it just so happened to be him. So I was just ready to wrestle anybody.
Jason, can you talk about last year when you took that Olympic red shirt? And also, did you wrestle Jordan Oliver at all in freestyle?
I didn't last year. I did a few years ago, but it's been a while. But as far as last year, it was just a normal redshirt year. It wasn't an Olympic redshirt year, so I was still attending school and everything. I wrestled as a true freshman, so I still had that redshirt year to use. But as far as the experience, I got to work with some really good coaches, particularly Ivan Delchev at this Who Plays Wrestling Club. And that experience helped me quite a bit. And the freestyle season is actually a little longer, so just to have that extra training really helped.
Jason, in this match, I think the key might have been the takedowns, and you look sharp on your feet when it really mattered. Talk a little bit about, you know, when you're wrestling well and why the takedown is such an important part of your arsenal.
My whole life I've wrestled a lot of freestyle, more than collegiate. So just the added, it's more focused on your feet, and getting takedowns is something I've always been really well, or done really well. So just that, I learned early on, a basic rule of wrestling is nobody can take you down, nobody can hold you down, you win the match. So I really focused a lot on bottom and on my feet growing up, so just that extra background really helped.
Jason, you said it was not an Olympic red shirt, so why did you red shirt? Why didn't you just finish it in 4?
I just kind of made a plan after I wrestled my true freshman year. We looked ahead a few years and saw the 2012 as an Olympic year, so my coaches were just planning on that, just to get that added experience. And then after college, I want to continue on wrestling internationally. So that 1 year of senior level experience would help me later on.
Jason, there's a lot of hype around the beginning of the year. You ranked #1, you lost an early match, ran the table the rest of the season, and there really wasn't as much talked about you going through the season, even though you just had that one loss. Excuse me. Was there less pressure on you, and did you feel any difference going throughout the year because of that?
I'm not sure that affected me too much. I know people in my weight class probably don't overlook me. As far as the media goes, it kind of helps when you're underlooked a little bit and people don't notice you, just so you're out of that spotlight where you get a lot of pressure built around you. But I know I've always had the confidence that I should be #1, and even though I'm not ranked #1 or anything like that, it's still that my mentality is still that I'm the #1 guy in my weight class.
And have you thought in your head about a potential matchup with Jordan Oliver at some point this season?
Yeah, I actually looked early on in the year at our schedule and saw that we wouldn't see each other until nationals. So I've been looking forward to it. I think everyone kind of expected that maybe we would make it to the finals. So it's just something that I've been training for most of the year.
What's up with the pink shoelaces?
My wife's family has cancer in their family. It runs in their family, and it's called Lee-Fermini syndrome. And her dad died of brain cancer 2 years ago, and her sister died of brain cancer. So that's my gray shoelace, and then her other sister died of breast cancer. So that's just kind of a wrestle for them. They all died in the month of November, so it was just kind of to commemorate their lives, and then I just decided to keep them there, and just wrestle all year with those laces.
One more question, go ahead.
Jason, I seem to notice that you have 2 children, is that correct? Or
Just one.
Just one child. How old is that? Could you just real quick background, and does he or she understand what you're doing?
I've got a daughter, her name's Violet, and she's 2. She just barely turned 2 in February. I'm not sure how she responds when I wrestle, but the last few years she's been going to wrestling practice with me almost on a daily basis, so she's familiar with the sport of wrestling, and I think she understands what I do when I'm out there. But as far as cheering for me and stuff, I don't know if she's quite there yet.
Jason, thank you very much. Congratulations. Good luck in the final.
Okay, thank you.